Hello, thank you so much for buying my photo collage poster template. We are going to go over this really briefly because it's very easy to use. We have several different ones available, however, they all have the similar layout, so one tutorial covers them all. The first page, you'll see a welcome from me and a reminder that there are more pages to your template. So if it opens and you only see the one, make sure to scroll and look through. One of the cool things you want to get to are these 3 pages, which are your quotes, poems, and sayings. And it's as easy as copying and pasting them, Command C, and then pasting it wherever you might want a quote. First, we would have to add a text box. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To start with, I would like to go over the photos. Grab all the photos that you need and put them in a folder somewhere on your desktop that you can easily access. You'll go into this uploads icon here on the left. You hit the upload files and you go find that folder on your desktop and you just upload. I already have mine loaded, so I'm going to begin. Just grab a photo and click it and slide it into the box. In order to size this, if it wasn't sized correctly, you'll want to double click until you see the whole image, which some of it will be a little bit screened on the sides. That's how you know you're in the right place. And you'll size it like so. You can also rotate. You can also flip images if you need to. So this one is very straightforward, but let me show you one with something that makes sense. Okay, here, how about this photo? We're going to put this in here. Double click to size. I get it in there, and I feel like I really don't want him facing out. If it doesn't bother you to flip an image, you can flip just like that, and then you can have everything facing in, and it just feels better from a design perspective, but none of that really matters. A lot of people don't like their images flipped. Their hair part is wrong. They just feel like it doesn't look like them, or people don't care. Then you'll just keep working through your photos and keep dropping them. I like to drop everything first and then come back and work on them. Let's see here. Okay, obviously this is not the same person. We'll size them up. Always making sure double clicking. If you single click and you go to do that, your box is gonna be gone. And if that happens, it's really easy to line it back up. So the program has all these cool little pink guides that are gonna tell you when you're in the right spot. Right there, you saw that I grabbed onto the side here. So now I'm lined up with that. I may wanna play around a little bit with that just to make sure it pops into place. All the sides of the box that you just moved, that you didn't mean to move, you want to make sure you lined it all back up again if you move it. So just remember to double click and you shouldn't have a problem. I could have locked all of these layers for you, but I did not do that, and this is why. Let's say that you want to add quotes to your side pages, okay? Some come with, like this one here, comes with an area to put your quotes, so you don't need to add anything. But if you got one of these, for example, and you really did want to add something, you can always select. If you select both of those, you can pull up and you are sizing it to give you just this space here. You'll go over to your menu on the left, go to text, add a text box, and it starts out so tiny, so make it bigger so that you can see it. Put it right here in the center, okay? And we want to center this. So the easiest way to center it is to do this until you find that solid pink line. That means you're centered in your document. If for some reason that doesn't work for you, you can go up to Position, Arrange, and hit Center here, which we did do a good job and it was centered. And I want to put a quote here, so I'm going to go down to the sayings that were included. We'll go down here and pick a quote. You'll take time to read them all, of course. I'm just going to show you how to copy and paste them. I just did Command C. I'm going to go back up to here where I put my text box, and I'm going to Command V. And now I need to format this text. Everything to do with your fonts is all up here at the very top, not on the side. The side is your elements and your text and your uploads. But to start with, you have your text. If you like the font that is there, you're good to go. If you want to use the font that's already in your document, which I'm sure you do so that it all looks beautiful, you'll go down, okay, and you just click the box of the font that you want. Right? Go up here to the top till you see this really cool paint roller tool. Click it so the paint tool is now darkened. Go up to the font box that you want to match and click it, and it will be the same size, the same font. Everything will be exactly the same as whatever box that you chose. If you don't want to do that, another option, if you want it to be totally different and unique on the sides, you can go in here and choose any font you want. You want to stay away from fonts that have the little icon here with the crown. Those are paid fonts, so you would have to have Canva Pro to use those, but as you can see, there are many free ones. If we wanted to have it be a little bit more, let's say handwriting, we want handwriting. If you go up to the top here, there are actually a few different categories that kind of narrow down the font styles for you. If you know like what you want, but not exactly, this is a great place to start. I could go in here and scroll down until I find something that fits what I want. And I'm gonna just pick one and go with that. That one is actually a little hard to read, but for the sake of the tutorial, we're just gonna roll with it. And you can put anything in here you want. I do include a lot of those extra ones just to save you some time. I scoured the internet and I grabbed the ones that I thought were so beautiful just to help you, because time is limited and I understand that. And I wanted to give you an all-in-one project. Another really cool feature of this is if you, let's say your sister lives out of town and you need photos to finish this and you're in a tight time frame, you can always go up here to share. And then where it says only you can access, change it to anyone with link, make sure it says can edit, copy the link, and just email it or text it to your sibling, whomever you're working with. They will then be able to click on this link, come in and see what you've been working on. They will not be able to see anything you uploaded. They will not be able to get into your account if you have other projects. They can only see this template in this window and nothing else. So they will upload photos on their end and they can drag and drop them in, and then you can come in. You guys can be in there together. You can chat with each other in here using this comment section here. If two people are in, up here, do you see where my photo is? There will be another circle here, and that will be someone that you know, and you can then communicate and talk about your project from thousands of miles away if need be. So that's a really wonderful feature I find to make this process as easy as humanly possible. On your center page, you're going to want to choose an image that's really good quality, high quality, clearness, clarity, because that will be your focal image. Whatever you want as that main image, just remember to double click when you want to change your photo around. Here is your text, and you just double click it and you can type in anything that you would like right there. You can delete your backgrounds. I do not lock them in. You don't like it, you just like the format. That was your starting off point. There you go. Delete it. You can go up into elements and you can search for backgrounds. You type in anything you want in the elements here and away you go. And you can put them in the background as long as they don't have the little crown on them, and you can decorate as you wish. So you could technically use this template for anything. You can change the background, you can change the style of the fonts, and you've got photo collages to use. Up here at the very top, we're going to go over the fonts. These again are the different fonts that you can choose from down here. This is the size, font size, if you want to enlarge your font or reduce your font, and you can do it two ways. If you click on your box and start reducing your font, you're reducing every font in your font box. Not all your fonts are the same size in your font box, maybe. So you might not want to do that. You may just want to select what you want to enlarge. Do you see how that works there? And let's make this body text actually smaller. So you can see how you can do that inside of your text boxes. Here you can change the color of your text by clicking on that icon there. Anything you wish. Some fonts will let you switch to bold, italic. Almost everyone lets you underline. This font specifically does not let you do bold or italic, but if those are darkened, then that means they are available and you can click them and format. That way that's strike through. And this changes everything to all caps. If you keep going, there's effects, and that's just really fun to play around with. I would suggest just, goofing around with it and seeing what it is. There's many different things you can do. Transparency here, if you want to lighten your text so that it's almost see-through. At 0% transparency, it is completely see-through. You can also make your backgrounds more transparent. If you felt like that was a little too busy, you can go up here and you can reduce it till it's really, really light, or keep it nice and bold. Here's one that had a solid background. If you chose this one, most likely you wanted to have free reign to change your background color. So with that one, just as I just did, you click on your background, go up here to color, and you can change it to anything you want. And that's really cool. You can add a little area if you want to add like a quote here, and then just put it back. If you don't, let's go to that very first one we were working on. One thing you're going to want is at the very end, when you've completed your entire project, which I have not yet, but we're just going to say for the sake of time that I did, you're going to go up to share and you want to download it. You most likely want a PDF. Some people do like a multi-page PDF, and if you want to do that, you would go to your PDF for print and you would just select the pages you want. I'm here to tell you that if you try to print the page that has that little tutorial on it, I mean this tutorial that we're in right now, that won't print, that will fail. So in here it would be page 2, 3, and 4. And it pretty much is 2, 3, and 4 for every one of these templates that I have. So that should help guide you unless you've added pages or moved pages around. And you'll hit done and download. And that will create a PDF that has pages 2, 3, and 4 in one PDF. If that is not what you need, if you need separate PDFs, which a lot of people also do, then you'll want to do every page by itself. So you will unclick everything and then start with page 2, download, download. Then go back in and do page 3. Done, done. Okay. And same with if you want a ping or a JPEG, those are also very common. So for a ping or a JPEG, you can do them all 3 at a time and they will download into 3 separate files, if that makes sense. So ping and JPEG, you can have all 3 selected and just download one time and it will create a zipped file that you will open up, and then all of your pages will be inside of that. For PDFs, you will have to do individually each page if you want them individual, and if you want them all to be in one document, then you would select all 3 for that. Okay, I hope I wasn't talking too fast for that. We went over the copy link, which is great. If you also run into a problem and you need me to help you, the same way that you would share this with your relatives is the same way you will share it with me. You will go to anyone with link, change it to can edit, and copy the link, and then message me on Etsy. Please don't message me in this YouTube tutorial because then your template will be available for anybody who sees it on YouTube. So make sure you're sending me that in Etsy messages. I am online every single day, so I will go in and help you if you got stuck, maybe you moved a box and you can't get it back, or you just need some help because you don't have time, and I'm here to help you with that. To resize, you can go up to File, create a new design, custom size, and type in anything you want. So we're gonna I'm gonna make this a little different. So let's say you want it to be an 8x10. This is gonna be a different format than what we're dealing with. See how it's a lot more stout? So you're gonna come over here, right? And you're gonna want to grab everything in your document. You're gonna work one page at a time. You're gonna Command C, and then you're gonna go to your new design, hit Command V, and it will drop, and you'll have it right there. And you're going to want to size it in. Okay, you're going to want to give yourself your border. As you can see, there's a little pink border that shows up when you're working. Okay, that's like your bleed line. You will stay inside those lines. And you can see that it allows you to go this way too. So you can stretch it out and make sure it's centered. And to make sure it's centered, while it's all selected, group it, and then you can go up into position, arrange, and center. So we're good there. You may want to change your font. You'll see that the formatting will change a little bit, so you may want to enlarge your font or do what you want with that. Go back to your document, and you need to grab your background, okay? So you're going to Command C while selecting your background. You're going to go back to your page here, select your empty background, and then Command V, and it will place your background for you. Now, if you have a different kind of background, like this one is a very specific kind of background, let's see how that plays out with an 8x10. So Command V, you can see what we have is our soldiers are coming off the bottom and our stars are being cut off. So if you want to go from a 24x36 size, which is the original default size, to something like this, you choose what you like better, honestly. Do you want the soldiers to show or do you want the stars to show? And then you'll go back to your document, select all and copy, back to your new document, select all and paste, and size it up to fit in there, okay? You may want to enlarge this a little by double clicking just to get rid of the rest of that soldier's head. Just a little bit, even it out on both sides, and there you go. Or if you chose that, make sure we can actually go right back to our original size with that, have our soldiers, and then we would need to move this up. Grab it and just slide it up, and maybe even make it a little smaller because we did that. If you run into trouble you just cannot get your sizes to work right and you absolutely must have it in a different size than 24 by 36, just contact me and I will help you through that. All right, so that covers your entire template, and I hope that this is an easy project for you. I am here if you need me, and thank you so much. Until next time.